Ever wondered if someone in your life is really a friend, or just using you for their own gain? Today, we dive into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to uncover the subtle signs that someone might be taking advantage of you, and trust me, you won't want to miss this. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on life-changing insights. Stoicism, a philosophy dating back to ancient Greece and Rome, teaches us to maintain inner peace and clarity in the face of external pressures. By mastering its principles, we can better navigate our relationships and recognize when they're not as mutual as they should be. In this video, we'll explore 15 distinct ways to spot if someone is using you, grounded in the timeless teachings of Stoicism. From understanding intention and setting boundaries to observing actions and seeking reciprocity, these insights will arm you with the tools to protect your well-being. Curious to find out if you're being used? Let's embark on this journey together and unveil the truth. Stay tuned, because what you discover today might just change your life forever. The first practice involves self-awareness. In Stoic philosophy, self-awareness is the cornerstone of understanding and managing our relationships. By cultivating a deep understanding of our own thoughts, emotions, and motivations, we become better equipped to recognize when others might have ulterior motives. Self-awareness allows us to see beyond surface-level interactions and analyze the true intentions behind someone's actions. This introspection is not just about scrutinizing others, but also about examining ourselves. Are we enabling someone's behavior? Are we ignoring red flags because we fear confrontation or loss? By being brutally honest with ourselves, we can make informed decisions about who we allow into our lives. Self-awareness involves continuous reflection and mindfulness, making us more resilient and less susceptible to manipulation. It helps us to stay grounded, ensuring our actions align with our values and principles. Embracing self-awareness means committing to a journey of personal growth and emotional intelligence, which ultimately shields us from being exploited. As we delve deeper into Stoicism, we'll uncover more tools that empower us to protect our inner peace and cultivate healthier, more authentic relationships. The second practice involves recognizing patterns in interactions. One clear sign that someone might be using you is if they only contact you when they need something. When a person consistently reaches out only in times of need, it reveals a transactional approach to the relationship. You might notice that their messages or calls are always followed by a request or favor, rarely just to check in or spend time with you. This behavior can be subtle at first, but over time, it becomes a noticeable pattern. Reflecting on this requires a keen sense of observation and honesty with yourself. Ask yourself, do they initiate contact to share experiences, celebrate your successes, or support you during tough times? Or is it always about what they can get from you? Stoicism encourages us to look beyond the immediate interaction and assess the underlying intentions. It's about examining the consistency of their behavior and questioning if there's a balance in the give and take of your relationship. Recognizing this pattern allows you to set healthier boundaries and communicate your feelings openly. It's important to address the issue directly but calmly, expressing how this behavior makes you feel and what you expect in a reciprocal relationship. By bringing awareness to these patterns, you can protect your emotional well-being and ensure that your connections are built on mutual respect and support. As we continue exploring Stoic principles, we'll find more ways to identify and address behaviors that might compromise our inner peace. The third practice involves recognizing when someone does not reciprocate your efforts or feelings. In Stoicism, one of the core tenets is the emphasis on mutual respect, and the recognition that every relationship should involve a balance of give and take. If you find yourself constantly giving without receiving any effort or emotional support in return, it may be a sign that you are being used. Stoicism teaches us to value ourselves and our contributions, understanding that a healthy relationship is one where both parties are equally invested. Reflect on whether the other person acknowledges your efforts, supports you emotionally, and is there for you during difficult times. Do they listen to your concerns and show genuine interest in your well-being? If the answer is no, it may indicate a lack of respect and appreciation on their part. Stoicism encourages us to detach from relationships that do not serve our higher purpose or contribute positively to our lives. This does not mean we should stop being kind or generous, but rather that we should wisely choose where to invest our emotions and energy. By aligning our relationships with Stoic principles, we ensure that they are based on mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than exploitation or imbalance. Recognizing the absence of reciprocity allows us to take a step back, reevaluate our connections, and foster relationships that enhance our inner peace and personal growth. As we further explore the teachings of Stoicism, we'll uncover even more strategies to maintain healthy, respectful, and balanced relationships. The fourth practice involves recognizing when someone minimizes your achievements or feelings. In Stoic philosophy, self-worth and personal esteem are paramount. If someone consistently downplays your accomplishments or dismisses your emotions, they are undermining your sense of self. This behavior can manifest in subtle ways, such as making you feel that your successes are trivial or reacting indifferently to your emotional experiences. Stoicism teaches us to value our inner accomplishments and maintain our self-respect regardless of external validation. When someone minimizes your achievements, it can erode your confidence and make you question your worth. It's crucial to identify this behavior and understand that true esteem comes from within, not from the approval of others. Reflect on how you feel after interacting with this person. Do you feel uplifted or diminished? Stoicism encourages us to surround ourselves with those who support our growth and recognize our value. By being aware of how others treat our achievements and feelings, we can safeguard our self-esteem and ensure our relationships nurture rather than deplete us. Addressing this issue involves asserting your worth and setting boundaries to prevent further undermining. It's about communicating your feelings clearly and expecting acknowledgement for your efforts and emotions. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both parties uplift and validate each other. As we delve deeper into Stoicism, we will continue to uncover ways to protect our self-worth and cultivate relationships that honor and respect our true selves. The fifth practice involves recognizing when someone consistently lets you down or breaks promises. In Stoic philosophy, emotional resilience is highly valued, as it enables us to maintain inner peace despite external disappointments. If someone repeatedly fails to follow through on their commitments, it demonstrates a lack of respect for your time and trust. While occasional slip-ups may happen, a persistent pattern of broken promises is a clear red flag. Stoicism teaches us to manage our expectations and focus on what we can control, our reactions, and our decisions. Instead of being consumed by frustration or sadness, reflect on the reliability of this person and the impact of their behavior on your emotional well-being. Ask yourself if this is a recurring issue, and consider how it makes you feel. Stoicism encourages us to detach from unreliable relationships and set firm boundaries to protect ourselves. This means clearly communicating your expectations and holding others accountable for their promises. By doing so, you prioritize your own emotional health and create space for relationships that are trustworthy and supportive. Remember, true resilience is not about enduring disrespect, but about recognizing when to let go of connections that do not serve your higher purpose. As we continue our exploration of Stoic principles, we'll discover more ways to nurture emotional resilience and cultivate relationships that contribute positively to our lives. The sixth practice involves recognizing when someone makes you feel guilty for their problems. In the philosophy of Stoicism, an essential principle is the understanding of responsibility, both our own and that of others. When someone frequently blames you for their issues or tries to make you feel responsible for their hardships, they are shifting their own burdens onto you. This manipulation tactic can create an unhealthy dynamic where you feel perpetually accountable for their well-being. Stoicism teaches that each individual is responsible for their own actions and reactions. Reflect on whether this person often positions themselves as a victim of circumstances and places the blame on you. Do they make you feel guilty for their struggles or demand that you fix their problems? By analyzing this through the Stoic lens, we understand that true responsibility lies within ourselves. It is vital to recognize that you are not obliged to solve another's issues, especially when these problems stem from their own choices. Stoicism encourages us to maintain our internal stability and not be swayed by external pressures. When someone tries to make you feel guilty for their problems, it is a form of emotional manipulation that compromises your inner peace. Stand firm in your understanding of personal responsibility and set clear boundaries to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Communicate assertively that while you can offer support, you cannot be held accountable for their personal challenges. By doing so, you uphold the Stoic principle of self-responsibility and ensure your relationships are rooted in mutual respect and independence. As we delve further into the teachings of Stoicism, we will uncover more strategies to defend our emotional health and foster relationships that honor the boundaries of personal responsibility. The seventh practice involves recognizing when someone avoids supporting you in your endeavors. In Stoicism, the concept of mutual growth and support is vital. A healthy relationship should foster an environment where both parties encourage and uplift each other in their respective pursuits. When someone consistently fails to support your goals, it can be a sign that they do not prioritize your growth or well-being. Stoicism teaches us to seek relationships that contribute positively to our personal development. Reflect on whether this person shows genuine interest in your aspirations or offers encouragement when you pursue your dreams. Do they celebrate your achievements and provide constructive feedback to help you improve? Or do they remain indifferent, dismissive, or even discouraging? Recognizing this lack of support can be eye-opening. Stoicism encourages us to surround ourselves with individuals who inspire and motivate us to be our best selves. By identifying those who do not contribute to our growth, we can make conscious decisions to invest our energy in relationships that are mutually beneficial. Addressing this issue involves open communication and expressing your need for support. It's about sharing your goals and inviting others to be part of your journey in a meaningful way. Remember, a fulfilling relationship is one where both parties actively contribute to each other's success and happiness. As we continue our exploration of Stoic principles, we'll uncover more ways to cultivate relationships that align with our values and support our mutual growth and well-being. The eighth practice involves recognizing when someone gaslights or manipulates you. Gaslighting is a deceitful tactic where someone makes you doubt your own perceptions, memories, or feelings. In the philosophy of Stoicism, maintaining a firm grasp on your personal truth and inner wisdom is essential. When someone consistently questions your reality or attempts to twist situations to make you feel confused or at fault, it erodes your confidence and sense of self. Stoicism teaches us to hold steadfast to our own perspective and not to be easily swayed by external manipulations. Reflect on interactions where you have felt confused, doubted yourself, or felt unjustly blamed. Are there patterns where this person denies your experiences, shifts blame, or makes you question your sanity? Recognizing gaslighting involves trusting your inner voice and being aware of attempts to undermine your confidence. Stoicism encourages us to cultivate inner clarity and resilience, understanding that our perception of truth is valid and should not be compromised by others' deceitful tactics. Standing firm against gaslighting means asserting your reality with confidence and setting boundaries to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Clearly communicate your perspective and refuse to accept distorted versions of events or emotions that are imposed on you. By doing so, you uphold the Stoic principle of inner clarity and ensure your interactions are grounded in mutual respect and honesty. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both parties acknowledge and validate each other's experiences and truths. As we delve further into the teachings of Stoicism, we will uncover more strategies to uphold our personal truth and cultivate relationships that are transparent, respectful, and grounded in mutual understanding. The ninth practice involves recognizing when someone always prioritizes their needs over yours. In Stoic philosophy, the concepts of balance and fairness are crucial in nurturing healthy relationships. When you're constantly compromising your own needs to meet someone else's demands, it creates an imbalance that can lead to resentment and emotional exhaustion. Stoicism teaches us to seek equity in our interactions ensuring that both parties' needs are respected and valued. Reflect on your relationship dynamics. Do you often find yourself sacrificing your time, energy, or resources for this person without similar reciprocity? Are your needs consistently overlooked or dismissed? According to Stoicism, every relationship should have a foundation of mutual respect and fairness, where both individuals contribute to and benefit from the connection. It's important to communicate your needs and establish clear boundaries to ensure a more equitable relationship. Stoicism encourages us to engage in open dialogue that fosters understanding and respect for each other's needs. By addressing this imbalance, you can create a healthier dynamic that supports your well-being and personal growth. Remember, a balanced relationship is one where both parties feel valued and supported, enhancing each other's lives rather than depleting them. As we continue to explore Stoic principles, we'll uncover more tools to maintain fairness and mutual respect in our relationships, ensuring they contribute positively to our inner peace and overall happiness. The 10th practice involves recognizing when someone lacks genuine interest in your life. In Stoicism, authenticity and transparency are essential pillars for building meaningful relationships. When someone shows little to no interest in your experiences, thoughts, or feelings, it can indicate a superficial connection where your presence is not truly valued. Stoicism encourages us to surround ourselves with individuals who engage with us sincerely and transparently. Reflect on your interactions with this person. Do they ask about your day, your goals, or your challenges with genuine curiosity? Or do they seem preoccupied and dismissive? Authentic relationships are built on mutual understanding and shared experiences, where both parties are invested in each other's well-being. Lack of genuine interest can manifest as forgetting important details about your life, not listening when you speak, or failing to provide emotional support when you need it. Stoicism teaches us to value transparency in our connections, ensuring that they are rooted in honesty and mutual respect. By identifying those who do not show a sincere interest in our lives, we can make conscious choices to invest our energy in relationships that are fulfilling and reciprocated. Addressing this issue involves communicating your feelings and expressing your need for deeper engagement. It's about inviting more transparency into your interactions, fostering an environment where both parties feel heard and valued. Remember, a genuine relationship is one where both individuals take an active interest in each other's lives, contributing to a deeper and more meaningful connection. As we further explore Stoic principles, we'll uncover more ways to cultivate relationships that are authentic, transparent, and supportive, enhancing our inner peace and personal growth. The 11th practice involves recognizing when someone is quick to anger or criticism. In Stoic philosophy, patience and self-control are paramount virtues that help us maintain inner peace and resilience. When someone frequently reacts with anger or harsh criticism, it reflects a lack of emotional regulation and respect for your feelings. This behavior can create a toxic environment where you feel anxious and on edge, constantly fearing their negative reactions. Reflect on your interactions. Do they often respond with frustration or lash out when things do not go their way? Are they quick to criticize you without considering your perspective or feelings? Stoicism teaches us the importance of patience and maintaining control over our emotions, regardless of external provocations. Instead of reacting impulsively or defensively, it encourages us to stay calm, composed, and grounded in our principles. Recognizing this behavior involves observing patterns of anger and criticism, and understanding their impact on your well-being. Communicate your concerns assertively, expressing how their reactions affect you, and emphasizing the need for more respectful and constructive communication. By addressing this issue, you uphold the Stoic principle of inner tranquility, and ensure that your relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both parties practice patience and self-control, fostering a supportive and harmonious connection. As we delve further into Stoic teachings, we'll uncover more ways to cultivate relationships that prioritize emotional intelligence, respect, and inner peace, enhancing our overall well-being and personal growth. The 12th practice involves recognizing when someone expects you to solve their problems. In Stoic philosophy, the concept of personal responsibility is fundamental. Each individual is accountable for their own actions, decisions, and the resulting consequences. When someone habitually expects you to fix their issues, it shows a lack of responsibility and an unfair burden placed on you. Stoicism teaches us to manage our own lives and to respect others' autonomy to do the same. Reflect on whether this person often turns to you for solutions rather than taking the initiative to address their challenges themselves. Do they routinely offload their problems onto you, expecting you to intervene and resolve their difficulties? It is important to understand that while offering support is an act of kindness, consistently being relied upon to solve someone else's problems can be draining and unsustainable. Stoicism encourages us to set boundaries and to empower others to take responsibility for their own lives. By doing so, we foster independence and resilience, both in ourselves and in others. Addressing this issue involves communicating your boundaries clearly and encouraging the other person to take ownership of their problems. Emphasize the importance of personal responsibility and offer guidance rather than solutions, helping them build the skills needed to address their issues independently. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both parties support each other's growth without overstepping personal boundaries. As we continue to explore Stoic principles, we'll uncover more ways to nurture self-reliance and personal responsibility, ensuring our relationships are balanced and empowering for all involved. The 13th practice involves recognizing when someone isolates you from other relationships. In Stoic philosophy, the concept of social duty is highly valued, emphasizing the importance of maintaining connections with a diverse range of individuals. If someone in your life discourages or prevents you from interacting with friends, family, or colleagues, it may be a tactic to gain control over you by limiting your support network. This behavior can be a subtle form of manipulation, where they position themselves as your sole source of companionship or support. Stoicism teaches that our social connections are an integral part of our well-being and personal growth. Reflect on whether this person makes you feel guilty for spending time with others, or creates conflicts that isolate you from your social circles. Do they frequently criticize your friends or family, convincing you to distance yourself from them? Recognizing this pattern involves understanding that a healthy relationship should encourage and support your social interactions, rather than restrict them. Stoicism encourages us to fulfill our social duties by nurturing and maintaining diverse relationships, as these connections enrich our lives and provide a broader perspective. Addressing this issue involves assertively expressing your need for a balanced social life and resisting attempts to isolate you. It's about reaffirming the value of your other relationships and ensuring that your social network remains intact. Remember, a fulfilling relationship supports your social duties and encourages you to engage with the world around you. As we continue to explore Stoic principles, we'll uncover more ways to uphold our social responsibilities and cultivate relationships that respect and enhance our connections with others, contributing to our inner peace and personal growth. The 14th practice involves recognizing when someone refuses to acknowledge your boundaries. In Stoic philosophy, respect and autonomy are fundamental principles that guide our interactions with others. When someone consistently disregards your limits, it indicates a lack of respect for your autonomy and personal space. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships and protecting your well-being. Stoicism teaches us to honor and uphold our own values and limits, ensuring that others respect them as well. Reflect on whether this person respects your need for personal time, space, and emotional boundaries. Do they push you to do things you're uncomfortable with or dismiss your requests for respect? By understanding how Stoicism values personal autonomy, we can see the importance of setting and enforcing boundaries. It's about asserting your rights and making it clear that your limits are non-negotiable. This helps protect your inner peace and ensures that your relationships are based on mutual respect. Addressing this issue involves clear and assertive communication. Express how their disregard for your boundaries affects you, and emphasize the necessity of respecting each other's limits. Remember, A healthy relationship honors each person's autonomy and boundaries, fostering a respectful and supportive connection. As we delve further into Stoic teachings, we'll uncover more ways to maintain and enforce boundaries, ensuring our relationships enhance our inner peace and personal growth. The 15th practice involves recognizing when someone uses guilt tripping as a tool. In the philosophy of Stoicism, emotional manipulation is a significant concern that disrupts our inner peace and clarity. Guilt tripping is a tactic where someone makes you feel responsible for their emotions or actions, often leading you to feel excessive guilt and obligation. This form of manipulation is subtle but powerful, aiming to control your behavior by making you feel unduly accountable for their well-being. Stoicism teaches us to maintain our emotional equilibrium and not be swayed by external manipulations. Reflect on your interactions. Do they often make statements that imply it's your duty to make them happy or resolve their issues? Do you feel an overwhelming sense of guilt after these conversations, even when you are not at fault? Recognizing guilt tripping involves understanding that each person is responsible for their own emotions and actions. Stoicism encourages us to detach from these manipulative tactics by staying grounded in our own values and principles. When faced with guilt tripping, it is important to calmly assert your boundaries and remind yourself of the Stoic belief in personal responsibility. Clearly communicate that while you can offer support, you are not responsible for their feelings or actions. By doing so, you protect your emotional well-being and maintain your inner peace. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both parties respect each other's autonomy and do not resort to guilt or manipulation to control the other. As we continue to explore Stoic teachings, we'll uncover more strategies to handle emotional manipulation and cultivate relationships that are based on mutual respect, integrity, and genuine emotional support. The 15th practice involves recognizing when someone shows entitlement to your resources. In Stoic philosophy, generosity is a virtue, but it also emphasizes the importance of setting limits to avoid being exploited. When someone believes they have a right to your time, money, or energy without appreciating your generosity, it reveals a sense of entitlement that can be detrimental to your well-being. Stoicism teaches us to give freely from a place of abundance and genuine desire, not out of obligation or coercion. Reflect on whether this person regularly expects you to provide for them without reciprocation or gratitude. Do they take your kindness for granted, assuming you will always be there to meet their needs? Recognizing this sense of entitlement involves understanding that true generosity is balanced and respects the giver's boundaries. Stoicism encourages us to be mindful of our resources and to give in ways that do not deplete us or foster dependency. It teaches us the importance of maintaining a balance between being generous and protecting our own well-being. Addressing this issue involves setting clear boundaries and communicating your limits. It's about expressing that while you are willing to help, there must be mutual respect and appreciation for your efforts. By doing so, you honor the Stoic principle of balanced generosity and ensure your relationships are grounded in respect and reciprocity. Remember, a healthy relationship values and respects the resources of both parties, fostering an environment of mutual support and gratitude. As we delve deeper into Stoic teachings, we'll uncover more ways to practice generosity wisely and maintain relationships that enhance our inner peace and personal growth. In summary, we have explored 15 distinct ways to recognize if someone is using you, all through the insightful lens of Stoicism. First, practice self-awareness to understand your own thoughts and emotions. Second, recognize patterns in interactions where others only reach out when they need something. Third, notice when there is no reciprocity of effort or emotions. Fourth, be aware if someone minimizes your achievements or feelings. Fifth, observe if someone consistently lets you down or breaks promises. Sixth, understand when someone makes you feel guilty for their problems. Seventh, recognize when someone avoids supporting your endeavors. Eighth, identify gaslighting or manipulation tactics. Ninth, notice when someone always prioritizes their needs over yours. 10th, see if there is a lack of genuine interest in your life. 11th, recognize quick anger or criticism aimed at you. 12th, understand when someone expects you to solve their problems. 13th, Identify attempts to isolate you from other relationships. 14th, recognize when someone refuses to acknowledge your boundaries. And 15th, understand when someone uses guilt tripping as a tool. Through these practices, Stoicism provides us with powerful tools to handle these situations. This philosophy teaches us to maintain inner peace, set boundaries, and respect ourselves. Facing these challenges with a Stoic mindset means focusing on what we can control, reflecting on our values, and practicing emotional resilience. Remember, cultivating self-respect and resilience through Stoicism not only shields us from being used, but also strengthens our character and enhances our well-being. Keep learning and applying these Stoic principles to continue growing and maintaining healthy, authentic relationships. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on life-enriching content. Your journey to inner peace and respectful relationships begins now. Thank you for watching, and stay strong on your Stoic path.